Analyzing the games.
Game plan was great.
The players.
I would want him to be a runner like Mahomes.
The plays.
That is a massive, massive mistake.
And each
The more
other.
I think about it, the more I'm fine.
Zolak and Bertrand, the Sports Hub.
Pass along the near side to Krebs, trying to regain entry. They turn it over there. Hampus Lindholm's got Pasternak going long. Steps in and scores! Pasta on the breakaway with the overtime game winner. And we're going back to Boston.
There's a chance. No, I'm not saying that. Are you ready to answer my earlier question? Which team do you feel better about? 76ers or Bruins?
Bruins.
Yeah, same. I do feel better about the Bruins. I think
Better high-end talent.
if we were putting percentages on it, I would put a higher percentage on the Bruins than I would on the 76ers.
51-49. Yeah.
That's what I would do.
Yeah.
Last night's win for the Bruins was certainly a response. And Jeremy Swayman stepped up and had himself a night. He stopped 25 of 26 shots in that game. Obviously, the goal to win it in overtime was beautiful and was David Pasternak at his best.
I loved the emotion after the goal. Did you see Pasternak go over to the...
Did you see him taunting that
start
fan?
beating on the glass.
Was there something specific to that guy, or is it just he
I think
was
that guy was
up?
flipping him off. If I saw
that
it
what
on one of the
happened?
angles,
There's stuff
I
you
think
notice.
so, yeah.
Oh, yeah. There's stuff you notice like those first three rows.
Oh, it was awesome.
Yeah. I used to get into it.
I wonder, he went right there. I
To that
wondered
guy,
if there
yeah.
was that, if that guy had been doing something during the game.
Probably.
Other than in that moment.
Yeah.
He was, the emotion was,
He went right
Awesome.
to it. It was right to him. It was great.
because you don't ever see him. He's not an overly emotional guy.
Yeah. That's like a Marchand type goal. You know?
Yeah.
He loses it.
He goes over there and he
Look at him.
loses it.
He's going right at him, man.
His teammates are trying to celebrate with him, and he still wants to keep yelling at the guy in the
What
stands.
you. Blue shirt. What a goal.
Yeah.
What a freaking goal.
Yep.
I gotta tell you, I hope that is like some sort of a boon for him because he was about to be the GOAT of this series.
So going in, he had 5 points and only one crap.
That was
Not a
some
great goal.
empty calories right there.
He is not giving them enough. Charlie McAvoy is not giving them enough. And we talked about this going in that, is this series in any way an audition for captain?
That's what I was going to say. Like,
You know,
neither
in
one of those
performance.
guys have separated like his captain.
Yeah, you know who's winning that battle is Jeremy Swayman.
Yes. So Swayman bounces back, or not bounces back, but in this game gives them another great performance. And I wonder if that has you believing that they could pull off a comeback in this series, the way he's playing right now. Because going into it, Zoe, you said number one thing for you was how well Jeremy Swayman was going to play and if it was going to work out. And if they could steal games because of Swayman.
I mean, they still netted 6 goals the other night. You know, whether it was his fault or not, you're thinking, oh, God, they're going to lose, 4-2, 4-3? See, I thought they were going to win last night. I did. Then I talked to somebody that really knows hockey, and they think they're going to lose because that's what the Bruins do at home. Get closed out Friday night. Friday night, right?
Yes, Friday.
Yeah,
Friday night.
It'd be typical. Get it to 7. Just give us a game 7, man. When would that be? Monday? Or no, they go Sunday, right?
Good question.
Yeah, Sunday. Probably Sunday afternoon.
I'm just happy you got a response because they looked like an absolutely dead team the game before. And
Energy, you got to give them credit. Like that first period too, and I know they had chances to score, puck wasn't going in and all that, and then kind of dipped in the second. But like that third and that overtime, they looked like the better team last night.
they did. And you had Fluto writing about how practice on Monday, like Corrali and Peak are getting into it, and there's a level of physicality and energy in that practice, and they went hard too. It just at least that loss it wasn't just them saying the right thing post game. That clearly did not sit well with that team, and you got that response last night, which was a positive. That's what you needed to see, because I think if they laid an egg, again, you're just questioning the whole foundation of that roster moving forward.
T-Bone, what was the reaction of Swayman in Game 1? Do you remember at the start of last week how people were feeling about Swayman after the Game 1 loss, 4-3? Because I thought he was good in that game. I thought he was really
good in that game.
I mean, the
many
first
goals
two...
as he's given up in a series, right? He has not been like that bad.
Well, more shock factor, just the way that they piled on it so quickly at the end of that game.
Right, and I thought that game should prove that you can't win a series on Swayman. I thought it encapsulated why it wasn't going to happen, because they should have won that game, and Swayman was really good in that game, especially over the first couple of periods. We'll say the first, 48, 50 minutes of that game, and they end up losing, and Buffalo turns it on at the end. I mean, the only reason they were in that game was because Swayman kept them in it.
Yeah.
Made 34 saves in that one. And they lose. And they were up with 10 minutes to go, and they can't close them out. And I thought, well, there it is. That encapsulates you're not going to be able to do it with Swayman. You're not going to be able to steal these games. He tried to steal you one in this game, and you couldn't back him up. He wasn't, and I think that may have been sort of building to why he flipped his lid in the last game. Because they let that one get away, it would be a different series right now. It would be 3-2 Bruins in this series right now. You can all go back to game one and say the thing could have been different, and Swayman may have still been salty about that game one.
Did they have a 2-goal lead in game 3 too? They had a 2. Were they up 2 goals? T-Bone in game 3. Like, this could be a real different series.
No, game 3 they.
What?
No,
I can't remember.
They were up 2-0 in game 1.
Okay. I was on vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
I understand.
Buffalo's got nice uniforms.
Oh, good. Okay.
It's been a factor.
I'm a fan of the white one, the white jersey, their white sweater.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, these are like throwbacks for them now. This goes back to their old uniform. Their
Both
early
teams, actually.
What's that?
For both teams,
Yeah.
actually.
I can't tell the damn Bruins throwback ones. They all look the same to me.
Well, I like how you see in the crowd there, Josh Allen was wearing the black and red Sabres
That is
uniform.
their alternate, I
That's
believe.
now a throwback for them.
Yeah.
That's now a throwback uniform.
See them breaking balls up
It was
there,
once
too?
the new
Like,
uniform.
you sure you want Josh Allen at a playoff game?
No.
It's bad.
Oh, you don't want that.
That poor guy. Oh, my God.
Don's in Carver. Don.
Hey, listen, Joe Murray to me is the Boston equivalent of a Damon Runyon character. And I'm calling about a phone call I made to you about 2 weeks ago where I said this should be this Vrabel Rossini story should be a 2-day event and then brushed aside. And boy, was I wrong. And, I miscalculated the social media aspect and the other shoe that kind of dropped. And who knows what's going to happen now. Also, McCone. Uh-oh. McCone has really risen to be called at least the equal of a shoulder to shoulder with you two guys.
Whoa.
He's really come on.
He's a real
guy.
Titan.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
He's a fighter.
And finally, you guys accept my arcane references. And that means so much to me. I'm an old cat.
Don, I got a serious question for you. Serious question.
Sure.
You mentioned social media. Are you on social media, and which one?
No.
Okay.
No, my son put me on. He put me on something, and I've never even looked at it. So for all I know, there are so many comments against me, and I have no idea. The only thing I did was get on Facebook. I'm on Facebook, and that's it.
All right.
But let me say this one last thing. Those guys in the afternoon show are a little gnarly when I call.
I heard you call in yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah, but you guys are very accepting of me. And again, my arcane references, and I feel I have a home here.
You
and
do.
thank you so much.
Thank you,
You
Don.
can play grab ass with us. They don't do grab ass.
Appreciate it, Don.
They move quick. They get a lot
That's
of calls.
loyalty right there.
Yeah.
Sure is.
Yeah.
That's our guy.
Yeah.
No doubt. Is Ty here yet?
He's pulling into the building.
Okay, good. We're going to have next segment. Charlie is in Smithfield. We'll get to this call. Hey, Charlie.
Hey, I just want one question for you, Beetle. Are you happy about your attempts to drive Mike Vrabel out of town?
Are you?
It's a leading question that I will not answer because it is false.
Right.
False. That's what it is. Thank you. Ty Anderson will join us and talk about the Bees coming up next.
Oh, Callahan's here.
We're back with more Zolak and
I mean,
Bertrand
those are the things I'm working on with third graders.
on the Sports Hub.
David, congratulations on the overtime win. Just take us through the overtime winner first.
Well, I mean, all credit to the guys, in this line. They've been in their zone and stuck a couple big blocks by Geeks and they defended really well. We were able to get a nice change and great play by Kuzi and I think Hammer on the blue line and just found me for breakaway. So huge win and we bring it back to Boston. We have a big game to play at home in front of our fans and happy we're going back.
Yeah, what does it take? What does it say about the team, the resiliency to bounce back after a loss like Game 4 with your backs against the wall?
Yeah, it was all our focus to get the series back to Boston, to show our fans again. We're not going to quit. We never quit. We didn't quit the whole season. We love each other. We're going to battle till the last drop, and we all know what happened last game at home, so we wanted to bring it back.
Yeah, message to the fans going back to Boston now?
Just be loud, please, and be patient. We're going to shoot the puck, don't worry.
Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Oh, that's great.
Why is he so out of breath?
Because he just came off the ice.
What was it? They going nuts?
Yes.
Slapping each other. Yeah.
Yes. Ty Anderson of 98.5 The Sports Hub is with us in our Town Fair Tire Studios. Ty, what'd you make of that win last night?
Gutsy win. You needed the guys that were your best players to be your best players. Begins with Swayman, obviously Pasternak. I even would say that I thought McAvoy had a good game. I thought that Hampus Lindholm had a good overtime. That's what you need. You need those players to step up in that spot after that kind of loss in Game 4. We were killing them after Game 4, and rightfully so. 6-1, game's over after 20 minutes. That's the best you got? That's the best you got? You've been talking all year about how you're a great home team. Yeah. You can't wait to come home, and then you do that?
We're talking about a core shakeup.
Right.
Maybe one guy's untouchable, and that's about it.
Right.
If you fell on your face last night, it's a totally different narrative today.
Absolutely. If you go down last night and you lose 2-1 or 4-1, and your only goal was a Lindholm rebound goal, you're kind of saying, is this the right group? Is this the right mix? Now, I still have questions about what their group actually is. People say, the core. Zoe, what is the core, in your opinion? How many players is it?
I think it would have to be your top line, maybe 2 players on your second line, your 2 defensemen, and your goalie.
You need 5 or 6 players, I would say, to have a
3,
core.
4, 5.
I think they have 3. I think they have Pasternak, they have McAvoy, and they have Swayman.
They're way obvious.
So, it's not really a core if it's 3 players, in my opinion. Right now you have guys that are part of.
Does he not count for being locked up?
I think he's part of the secondary core. You got your core. If I look at Tampa has Hagel, Kucherov, Point. I would include Cirelli, Hedman, and Vasilevsky. They have 6 players. You got 3, and then you got good supporting players. But if they're your core, you're really behind the 8 ball, in my opinion. So, but I agree that, what they have as what currently constitute as a core was not carrying their weight through 4 games. Now, and there's still another level. I want better from Zacha. I want better from Kiki. But what you have as your core and what you say is your core stepped up, I thought, for the most part in Game 5.
So, how much further can they take this, is the question.
Well,
can they come back? In your mind, are they capable of the comeback?
They need to score more goals. And I know that's such a simplified way of looking at things, but if they can...
Coach said it right there. We're going to shoot it.
If they can ding Lyon for 4 goals, now you're looking at a Game 7 where you're you finally got to him. He has never been in this spot before. And all the pressure's on Buffalo, right? So I want to see how the offense looks in Game 6. And if they win, but they only score 2 goals, I'm kind of I don't know about this one. But if they can put 4 or 5 past Lyon, now you're kind of
they got to start fast, man.
Right.
They can't have a slow
10
start,
minutes.
and the crowd starts grumbling.
The crowd works against them. Pasternak saying, just be patient. That's sort of an admission that, hey, you guys make us nervous as hell. Stop yelling at us. We're going to figure it out. But, they've been a bad home team for a while now. So, Beetle, I wish I had more confidence, but I don't because of how bad they've been at home. My raw, unfiltered thoughts after Game 4, and I was pissed after Game 4. Even as media, certain things just bother me. I'm not in the stands rah-rahing, but I was legitimately disgusted with Game 4. I was how could you play like that? What a waste of everyone's money and time. I'd rather be home. I don't want to be here right now.
$10 for dinner.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, got to take the Uber back home. The Uber is bumpy. I'm getting a headache. No, but you're pissed after that
see
game.
Capello. Oh,
I you know what? I love Capello. He's one of my favorite people to see in. Dude, Capello's great, right? Because Capello doesn't care, right? And he's a loud guy, and I love Mark. He's a loud. Sometimes, like, we're in a scrum, and a player will come up and goes, "This guy's useless," and it's like super loud. I'm like, Mark, please don't yell.
He's got an arm. You will always.
Everyone heard that.
You will always see the 98.5 mic.
Oh yeah, dude, he gets in there.
Aggressive. You have to be.
There. Yeah. He knows how to stick it.
If I were building a team, I want him as my net front presence. He gets in the grimy areas. He blocks the goalie's view. It's great. No, but after that game 4, I said,
worthless. Go ahead. What do you got?
I know Super Bowl's a Super Bowl, but if you want to see him work, watch him on our weekend.
Really?
Oh my God.
Yeah,
he's on
it's an art form.
Bulldog, yeah.
It's an art form.
Oh, it is. I mean, I respect the hell out of it. I'm one of these. I'm on the outside. I'm kind of just like leaning in, trying to hear. No, but after that game 4, I go, you know what these blank words are going to do? They're going to win game 5 and then get smoked here in game 6 just to make everyone miserable one final time. So I want to sit here and say they could win game 6, but my raw reaction after game 4 said they were going to lose in game 6. So do they have another effort like this in them? Because I thought they were fantastic defensively. I thought they were really good defensively in this game in terms of limiting Buffalo's ability to go up and down the ice like they want, getting behind their D. That's how they score the game-winning goal. Like Buffalo's going to take some chances. So if they do, and if you can be opportunistic and capitalize on the limited chances you do generate, you have a puncher's chance. It's just, for me, it's about what Zoe said, getting off the fast start. Like, Zadorov throws that hit on Jack Quinn in game 4. The crowd comes to life. They draw a penalty like 45 seconds later. You're down 4-0. Doesn't really matter at that point. Yeah, that needs to matter when you're down 1-0 or it's scoreless. Like, you need to make that happen way earlier than you did in Sunday's game 4.
It just felt like Pasta wasn't doing much in the series, but like that goal was so fantastic last night. And you're thinking, okay, like nobody's stepped forward and got the captainship yet. Nobody's a captain yet.
Right.
If he finds a way, like Friday night, and then maybe in game 7, put this team on his back. Get into the next round. Would that sort of solidify it for him? A lot of people think he's not captain worthy. Like, he doesn't have that in him.
Yeah, it
should be McAvoy. That's what everybody thinks.
Yeah,
I'm saying, if he gets hot here, can he become captain?
So that's sort of like, we were talking about him. We were talking about him last week, and we were saying like he can give you a whole lot more than he's given you, right? If he puts a team on his back, yeah, that definitely helps that narrative. But also, like, that's why, for as poorly as he was playing in the first 4 games of the series, I wasn't writing him off because I know what a talented player he is and how talented players can just flip a switch and now they're off to the races, right? And so you hope that overtime goal allows him to be that player for you. It's just, I got to see it. I got to see another game of it because this has sort of been their problem, is that they'll stay alive. Next game, you're kind of like, hey, where's that survival mentality that you guys brought to the table in game 5? It's just not there.
Yeah, job's not done, yeah.
Right. It's funny you mentioned the core. Like, you even go back, like I was just going to say, Krejci, when the playoffs came, Krejci would light it up.
Oh, yeah. Hated the regular season.
He was one of 6. He was one of 6 guys. So, like, you were 6 deep on some of those good teams, man.
Oh, yeah. Krejci was great because, like, he would tell you straight up, he's like, I'm sick of the regular season. I don't want to do this anymore. And you're like, well, you have to.
Part of the job.
Can't just take PTO. You gotta finish the job here. But he was an example of guys like that. Like, the Bruins need more players like that, right? Like, players that they might not love the regular season and their numbers might be, a little bit underwhelming in the regular season, but in the playoffs they're animals, right? Like, they kind of have the opposite of that, right? Where you have a bunch of guys that are fantastic in the regular season, and the playoffs come, it's kind of a disappearing act. Like, that's why I mentioned Pavel Zacha. He's got 1 goal in 30 career playoff games now. Like, what? Or 2? I think, 2 goals now. Sorry, 2 goals in 30 career playoff games. It's not good enough. Morgan Geekie misses a wide open net last night. This guy who scored 40 goals during the regular season. Like, you gotta, like, those guys gotta step up here just as much as Pastrnak and McAvoy do, because, again, going back to what I said off the jump, you consider them part of your core, right? And so, if the Bruins lose, it's not because Yoki Haru and Jordan Harris and Mikey Asima and Alex Steeves. No, it's because they're top dogs. And so I think those guys have more to give. Pastrnak, signs of life. McAvoy, signs of life. I like it, but now you got to build on it at home, which has been the troubling part for them.
Let's grab some of your calls on the Bruins win last night and your thoughts on the Bees as they head toward a Game 6 back at the Garden. That's on the way with Ty Anderson right after this.
Zolak.
I got a pillow over my head.
Bertrand.
Doesn't make it normal.
The Sports Hub.
Marco, coming into Game 5, you talked about the need for your leaders to lead. How was your leadership group tonight?
Yeah, no, I think, first of all, in general, the whole team, it was a big buy-in today. Big response from the other night. We all were embarrassed. We wanted to show that, the real Boston Bruin, and we did it today. So compliment to my guys. Big moments, big games. That's where the big guys got to step up. And starting with Sway, a few guys on D, and obviously with a guy like David to finish off. That's what you need.
You turned that mic on a little early there, so you're eager to go. So go ahead. What do you got on that?
No, just
Marco
like
Sturm, Bruins head coach.
Here's where I got confused.
What?
I thought that was Sturm last segment. When it was pasta.
It was
I was going to say.
I know it's pasta, but like they had that same twang, same delivery, same. You know what I'm saying?
I don't
Why is the
because
head
I don't
coach
believe
so
they
gassed?
sound at all
Okay.
alike.
All right.
That's actually a really funny thought, though. The head coach is the one like totally winded.
Yeah, like they were slapping each other on the bench. Why is he?
Now that makes more sense. Why you asked that question?
Yeah, that's it. Like initially I thought it was him, and then I caught like, duh, it's pasta.
I love that. Marco has this thing where he begins every answer with "yeah, no."
Is that right?
Go
Is that a
listen
verbal
to
crutch?
Listen to every press conference.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
We all have
Yeah.
them.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
We all have them, so I don't blame him
Jake
for that.
DeBrusk was, it's one of those things where, ... something that is not one of those things. Like, it's one of those things where, like...
I'm going to get my coach fired.
Yeah, exactly. Pasternak's for years was obviously. He'd say, well, obviously. Like, we all got him, but when you're around these guys every day, you kind of pick up on them. Oh, yeah.
Speaking of the former head coach, he predicted it would be a Bruins win and a game winner for Pasternak when he was on the set.
That was the team.
Watching Bruce Cassidy on TNT made me really miss Bruce Cassidy, the head coach.
I thought the same thing.
I was like, man, I miss this guy.
Great goal, great win. I have your old coach, Bruce Cassidy, here.
Attaboy, Pasta. You got me a steak dinner and a bottle of wine from these guys. Great call. So, seen it lots over the years, so good for you. So,
I bet they have the ramp card.
Yeah, you think the expenses are paid for?
When does he get back to them? Nevertheless.
Ramp
card's great. It goes right out.
Dump that.
Dump it. Where were we? Yes, Sturm.
Butchie.
Well, no, we were talking Sturm, though, in this. What's been his role in this for them? And did you believe that when Swayman, going back to Game 4, when he had his I don't know what to call that, his moment where he chewed everybody out. Do you think any of that was directed at the coaching staff? We played a clip of Jeff Marek yesterday theorizing that it wasn't just about the players, it was about the coaches as well.
I think so. I think it was about everybody besides him. I think that if you looked at Game 3, they were going to have to win that game 1-0. I heard you on the way in, and you kind of mentioned that, like they were going to need him to steal that game. Game 3 felt like the most glaring example of that, where they were trying to win that game 1-0. And as soon as Byram tied it up, you're kind of like, all right, they're going to lose this game now. Like that, like they were trying to win it 1-0. That's not going to work this time of year. I think Swayman was probably frustrated that the lineup changes completely blew up in their face. And maybe he is yelling at Marco, like, you're putting these guys in and they're not even ready. Like, what are we doing here? Like, I can't carry this team completely kicking and screaming. You got to score goals. You got to create offense. You got to not turn it over every single shift. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was all of it. I think it was more.
Do you think it was Swayman barking at Sturm?
No, I think it was more the players. I do think it was more the players, but it's all encompassing, right? Like, it's all encompassing that Marco Sturm is the one giving that message to the players of how they have to play. If not going to play that way, it's like, what are we doing here? I think that was more. I think it was more the players in front of him, because that was 3 periods of just pure slop. It was just terrible. I think all 6 goals were off defensive breakdowns and egregious turnovers. I think there was maybe one that I was like, I kind of want to save there. But even that one, I was, it was the Benson goal that made it 4-0. That goal, it's a light pressure, almost minimal pressure from Doan. Harris coughs it up, and then Aspero just gets out of the way of Benson to drive towards the net. That said, you get a save there, maybe you're a different game, but you lose 6-1. Does it really matter? Like, is one more save going to make the difference there? I really don't know, because they were just so bad defensively.
I think you got to give Sturm credit for the response, though.
You do.
Because this is where you really judge these guys. Like, when a team collapses and falls on their face, then it goes right to the coach.
Yeah. That bounce back last night. That's the way they have to play. Like that, like clogging the middle of the ice, clearing guys out. So there's not a ton of second chance opportunities. I thought they had some good box outs too in terms of letting Swayman see the puck. Like defense, like that's what they want to be. That's their bread and butter. They want to try to win games 2-1, 3-2. Like they want to be tight defensively, and that's more than just the goalie bailing you out. That's making the right plays, blocking shots, clearing pucks, and they did a lot of that in Game 5, and they didn't do any of it really in Game 3 or 4.
Let's go to Bob. He's in Brimfield today. Hi, Bob.
Bobby.
Good morning, guys. I still got goosebumps from last night's game. And I want to know your opinion on the coaching job. I think they did a great job. Thompson, McLeod line, both on defense, getting hemmed in, icing the puck. The strong Corelli line just kept them hemmed in, and now Sturm's rolling out some fresh legs. And it really just wore them down, I think, over time.
Yeah, that's sort of been their MO this year, Bob, is like they've been a team that they want to grind the opposition down. And then in the third period, they got nothing left in the tank. And that's when they strike. Like, they are they want to be an annoying team to play against. They want to be that kind of team. It hasn't always worked out. Obviously, there's been nights where, like, the goalies had to make 35 saves to win the game. But that's who they want to be at their core. They want to wear teams down and then strike. They lull them to sleep, and then they kind of say, all right, now match our energy. The fourth line's been great. I think that's been their best line. All through 5 games has been their fourth line. As far as Sturm and the other decisions he made, like, listen, I don't love sitting James Higgins for Asamont and Steves. You win the game though, and you had to win the game. So it's hard for me to crush a winning lineup. I would say though that if Arvidsson is out for Game 6 as well, I would maybe consider putting Higgins in place of Steves. Asamont you can keep in, but you just need more offense. This is a team that has scored 2 regulation goals in the last 3 games. I know they score in overtime there, so they're up to 3 now in 3 games. But you gotta get more offense there, I think, or 4 in 3 games. Sorry, you gotta get more offense. You gotta get more creative kind of thinking offensively. And I think if Arvidsson is out, there may be an opening there for Higgins. I don't think they're going to do it. But that's Friday night. I would play him. I would. Yeah. I think, and I mean, listen, he had that bad shift. Outside of that bad shift, though, I thought he was fine. I thought he was value add. He was forechecking. He was creating pressure. That line was getting some ozone run. He drew a penalty in Game 2 that was turned out to be a pretty important penalty drawn. So I would go back to him. I think if it's one mistake and you're banished, and then it's kind of a waste of time to burn the year of this contract, in my opinion.
And you kill the confidence of the kid too.
Yeah, like I go back to in 2008, which Marco and Sturm and the rest of the organization has compared this team to a lot. They had that 07-08 team that snuck in as a wild card team and pushed Montreal to 7 games. Like, they've gone to that comparison a lot. They benched Phil Kessel in that series. It's ancient history now. But they benched Phil Kessel in that series, but then Game 6, they went back to him, and he scored a goal. Like, I think you got to give your younger players a chance to respond here. And on Monday, before they left for Buffalo, Marco Sturm was talking to us, and he mentioned how important it is for younger players to play and to lose and to have that experience, because it builds you up down the road. I would just go back to Higgins in Game 6. I don't think they're gonna, but I would keep Asamon in, and I would put Higgins in for Steves. That's what I would do.
Let's go to Paulie in the truck. He wants to talk to Ty. There it is. Go.
Hey guys, I'm not going to take your speakerphone.
Oh Jesus! How many times do you call?
Well, we'll talk to you tomorrow then.
It's like becoming a bit.
We're not doing that.
We're not.
I'm not going to take you off speakers. That's how I heard it. He was so far away.
I thought he said, "I'm going to take you off."
Well, he needs to call us back.
I'd rather talk to Jungle O.
Mike is in Vermont and he's ready to go. Hey, Mike.
Hey guys, love your show.
Thank you.
Long time caller. Hey Ty, why is reason that they sent James Higgins? I think Higgins is better than Esmont and Steves. Mm-hmm. We need people that can score goals. I'd like to get your opinion on that.
Yeah, I agree. I just feel like if there's no Arvidsson in Game 6, there's a clear need for James Higgins. Like, there's a clear pathway to getting him minutes, right? And for if anyone can tell me anything Alex Steves did last night, like, hey, power to you. Asamont drew the penalty. T-Bone, you got the notes. Did the notes mention Steve at all last night?
No.
They do not? Oh, okay. Yeah.
They have a lot of those guys in the bottom 6, so.
Well, and so.
Forget her on the team.
And so here's the other part of that equation, right? Like,
Does he do the hockey show with you?
He should.
Should.
Yeah.
He should.
Yeah, I know.
I would love it. I'm always down for more
He'd have
guests
to
on
work.
the hockey
He'd
show.
have to work on Saturday though.
Yeah. I will say the commute here is not that bad on Saturday compared to
I bet.
Friday.
We should move our Tuesday show to Saturday.
Let's do it. Yeah, why not?
You know me, not ever working that hard.
No, what were we saying? No, but look at game 4, right? You lose Arvidsson in the first period to an injury, and then you have to move up Lucas Reichel. What if you have an injury in game 6? You're moving up Steves, Asamont, Janot, Kastelik, Corrali. I kind of wouldn't mind putting Hagens back in there in the event of an injury, right? That you just have more offensive pop, because those things have a way of coming back to hurt you. It feels like, and so I want to go down with the highest ceiling lineup possible, and I feel like that includes James Hagens right now.
What do you think that does for his mental makeup being taken out of the lineup like this? Is that bad?
No,
he's
a legitimately hardworking, wants to learn, kind of being a sponge kind of kid. But I think if he's looking at this internally, this is my own read on it, not anything I've been told. He's probably looking at this lineup going, I can't make this lineup. I feel like I can make a difference here. The natural competitor in him probably wants to be in this lineup, I would imagine. And it's hard to say that he couldn't hack it. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just they won the game, but they still have a lot to grow, a lot more they could grow offensively, and they're just not doing that right now.
All right, Ty, you want to get through the rest of these calls?
Yeah, let's do it.
Through the end of the hour, we can do that. We'll get you fed. We'll get you some lunch.
Lunch
out there.
See that food?
Got some nice sandwiches there. We'll tell you about that.
I was gonna eat out of the garbage today.
Don't do that. Don't do that. That's all coming up. More on the bees with Ty after this.
We're back with more Zolak and Bertrand.
Those are the things I'm working on with third graders
on the Sports Hub.
I'm going to pop some tax. I got 50 cents in my pocket. I'm going to get some. Did it sound like that, Ty?
I can kind of hear it.
Macklemore, right?
Yeah, I think.
That's not what that was.
That wasn't?
No, that definitely wasn't that song.
Nope.
Took a shot.
Don't insinuate it either. We'll get copyright dinged.
That's right.
I'll just keep eating my food then.
Thanks to our amazing friends at Aviva Trattoria in Stoneham, the Stoneham location. They dropped off lunch today. That's not just like dropping off lunch.
No.
That's like, here, have a feast.
Yeah.
Amazing spread that they brought us.
When you see the cart, you get excited.
And they got a new menu. So they brought in the Cajun chicken pasta, veggie risotto, bolognese with penne,
veggie risotto,
panini platter, chicken Caesar sandwiches, the short rib panini, the Italiano.
Where's the short rib panini?
And
I didn't see that.
And
make sure I see one.
I've been telling you for years about the Calabrian cheese dip.
You're a big dip guy.
Yeah.
What are you laughing about, McCone?
No, this is what you bring up every single time.
Every single time. Well, guess what? They've adjusted the dip.
Well, to what?
So the way it was on the menu is not how it is now. This is the new, and I was very skeptical. I was like, no way. That's my favorite thing. What are you, crazy? I dropped an FU on him out there. Yeah, we're among friends. And they said, hold your horses there, Beetle. Relax. Try the new dip.
Thank you.
And I did.
Oh, my God, look at this.
It's now the Calabrian buffalo chicken dip.
Ty, what happened?
I'm okay right now.
I was very skeptical, and wow, was I humbled and proven wrong. It's the best it's ever been. So I'm telling you, I used to tell you when you'd go to Aviva to order the Calabrian cheese dip every time. I'm now telling you, do not go there and not order the new Calabrian buffalo chicken dip.
Don't do that.
It would be a huge mistake to not get that before the meal begins. Massive mistake. That you'd be a rookie to not order that prior to ordering your entrees.
Short rib's really good.
Look at Zoe.
rib.
He's in heaven.
Two plates. Two-plate guy.
Check him out. Stoneham, Quincy. What? You okay? Did you bite your lip?
Bit my tongue. Oh, my God.
So excited.
Maynard, Westford, Hanover, Rentham. Up in New Hampshire and Nashua, Rochester, Bedford, Concord now. Go there. Go to Aviva. Thank you, guys.
Concord or Concord?
Concord. Go up to Concord. Concord, New Hampshire. That's where you go. And Ty's going to eat today, which is nice.
Yeah.
He has an unusual diet. We were talking about that during the break.
He brought those styrofoam trays so he can stock up and meal prep.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Mike is in Florida. He's got something on the Bruins. Go ahead, Mike.
Hey, how are you?
Great.
Hey, how are you?
I got a question for Ty, but I really want Zoe's opinion.
Oh, Mikey in
as well.
Florida. What's up, buddy? Sorry.
How are you doing? Good. I want your opinion on this because you're a lot closer. You're of my generation, and I know you played pro sports. It doesn't matter, hockey, football, same thing.
What about
and it's about mentality, coming out of the locker room, getting ready for a big game. So the Bruins played Game 4 on Sunday, a debacle. Okay? Now, what I noticed is that, and I thought it was pretty disgusting from the way I was brought up and the way I played sports and the way I see other people that win championships that are older than me growing up, is that they're by the glass. Most of the team flirting with their wives and playing peekaboo with their kids before a playoff game. Game 4, it's going to decide really where they're going to be in the series, going back on the road. And to me, you leave the house. That's it. See you later, family. I don't want to see you till the game's over. They're over there like it's an afternoon game in January and February for 2 points in the standings in a regular season afternoon game, which didn't make sense. Okay? And it's a generational thing, and the fact that
Mike,
they're doing that says a lot.
You got load management now in pro sports. You have how do I put this politely? You have a softer generation that is playing.
That's the problem.
You need to kiss these guys'
stupid.
asses.
I know this.
Yeah.
And I think
weight room's not nice enough, you know?
So it's okay to make $9 and $11 million a year, but when game time comes, you can't be serious enough. The Bruins could have already had this series won already if they had the right mentality. They blew Game 1, and they could have maybe won Game 3 or won Game 4 at home if they were really focused. And it's that simple. And I just think that, something should be said about that.
Okay, so I'm glad you brought up the playing peekaboo with the this first couple rows there through the glass. So I guess Pasta said after the game that these guys there were flipping him off the entire game.
Yeah.
So he went over to flip them off, and he said, I'll see you, we're coming back.
I guess, I don't know. I don't really make the connection between the pregame cardio, saying hi, and them playing like garbage.
I would always come out and see where my family was prior to every game. I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah,
I understand what he's saying. Like the tough, you got to have an edge to start a game.
Of course. I don't know if that's why they're losing these games.
But I said this yesterday too. It's better to get your ass kicked to come back from that than say losing in overtime.
Mm-hmm.
Like that gets Buffalo thinking now. You lost in overtime. The damn good goal scorer. Now you're thinking, holy crap, we got to go back. Oh my God, it's going back to Boston. We could have closed them out. Now their ass tightens up.
Right. It kind of reminds you a little bit, if the Bruins can corral it the proper way here. Game 3, they have a chance to win Game 3 and maybe put Buffalo down and out if Victor Arvidsson scores on that penalty shot. He doesn't, and now the momentum's going the complete other way for 2 whole games, it felt like. And you wonder if that, Boston gets that power play opportunity. Geeky misses a wide open net. And then at the end of that power play, the Bruins take a penalty, and now Buffalo's going to the power play. Buffalo has a great chance on that power play. It falls by the wayside. Oh. Is that now their version of that, where it's like, man, we had it, and we missed?
It's almost like the Marchand one, right?
Yeah,
it's here.
Yeah, like every a playoff series is a book, and this was chapter 5, and now it's like, all right, does the hero emerge or is it curtains now? I just feel like the ebbs and flows of this series now. You've had both teams kind of have big moments where they were let down or they let the fans down or whatever, and now like Game 6, I truly don't know what to imagine because they've been so bad at home in the playoffs.
That's like the only float of the series is that you don't play well at home.
Right. Both teams have looked overwhelmed by their home crowd for one reason or another. I think Buffalo's too jacked up, and I think the Bruins are too anxious. I think that's been when Buffalo's at home, they're too jacked up, their timing's off, they're looking for the perfect play, they want to send the building into a frenzy. By the way, how do you feel about Money for Nothing as the opening? Like they take the ice to the Money for Nothing. Yeah.
Not a fan. I was never a fan of Dire Straits.
It just doesn't have the punch. It's like okay, but like it's not like, oh, here we go. All right, let's go play some hockey. Like it's I don't know, man.
2 Live Crew, go 2 Live Crew, man.
Go mix it up. I don't know if they can play any 2 Live Crew. maybe instrumental only.
Glitter.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Ty, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming in, bud.
That's all right. Get your dip over there.
I feel bad when Ty comes in because I say like 4 words the whole time.
Yeah, why don't you get some food on the way out?
I feel bad, but you're better to talk about this than me.
Yeah.
So
if Nick Callis was here, he'd take all the food.
You got something going on over there right now, so I understand it.
I got things happening.
You got the next door. Next door is.
I'm trying to get out of these things. They keep sending. I keep getting flooded with these emails.
I saw an owl. All right,
stop.
Okay,
stop. I don't want to know that. Keeps dinging.
These men took my trash. Yeah, yep. They're called garbage men. They come once a week.
Like 4 towns over, and you're like, what do I have to do? I don't have anything to do with this. Stop emailing me.
Anyone hear that?
Ty and I were talking about this during the break. It's the worst thing in the world. Hey, right now, caller 10 to the contest line. 617-931-0985. We'll score a pair of tickets to the New England Revolution game Saturday at Gillette Stadium. McDonald's and the New England Revolution are celebrating Asian American Pacific Islander heritage on Saturday, May 2nd. Join in on the celebration. And if you're caller 10 right now, you'll have tickets to the game. Here's McCone with headlines.